Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. And welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Bhaktavijaya34. As you may remember, Gonai asked her husband to go to the temple and ask the Lord for a son. And he let her have it, asking her if she wasn't ashamed to be so old and asking for a son. What is the good of wishing that clouds would pour down rain after the rainy season? So you ought to be ashamed to wish for a son. The mango tree does not bear fruit in the month of Shravan. So you should be ashamed to ask for a son. After the oil and wick in the lamp have been consumed, only darkness will prevail. It is like that when you wish for a son, of which you are not ashamed. The wife replied, Lord of my life, you blame me for being unreasonable, but God's power is supreme. Now I know that you are ignorant. When Ram was an avatar, he made stones float on the sea. What difficulty has he in giving us a child, although we're aged? When Brahmadev carried away the calves, he himself became the cows and the cowherds. What difficulty can he have, therefore, in giving us a son? Damaji said to his wife, I'll go now to the temple and tell God the wish you hold in your mind. He therefore went to the great door of the temple and there prostrated himself before God. He said, My wife desires a son. Please give one, Sri Hari. After saying this, he immediately fell asleep. The life of the world came to him in a dream and said, I have given you the gift of a son. When at sunrise you go to bathe on the bank of the Bhima, a son will come floating down the stream. Take the baby up and hasten back to your home with it. The avatar of Uddhava will fill the three worlds with glory of his deeds. He will be a savior of the world and a supreme Vaishnava. He carries my name. Hearing this in his dream, he hurried back to his home. There he told his wife just what had happened. The next day, Damaji came early to the bank of the Bhima. He quickly bathed and performed his daily devotions. Just then, he suddenly noticed a shell floating down the Bhima. He waded into the river and took up the shell. When he opened the shell, his eyes fell on a beautiful baby, just as if it had that very moment come from the womb of its mother. As he saw it, his mind was troubled, for he said, Who will nurse it? He wrapped up the infant in his garment and brought it to his home. He said to his wife, God has given us a son. Gonai took the child, and immediately her breast filled with milk. Both of them thought it very strange that in her old age she should be able to nurse the child. She bathed the infant and with great love fed it, because they had made God pleased with them and had asked for a son from the dark-complexioned one. They therefore called him Nama, and they had intense love for the child. The image of God eats Namdev's offering of food. Day by day, the child grew in stature. Now listen to what happened. Damaji went to the market, and he sent Nama to the temple. Gonai gave him an offering to take to the temple. The mother said to Nama, Show this offering to the god, and come back. Taking with him all necessary things for worship, Nama came into the temple. He bowed prostrate before the god and worshipped with all the materials he had brought. He bathed the image, he clothed it in a yellow robe. He offered sandalwood paste and flowers and presented incense and lamps. He then placed a plate of food of offering before the image. He joined his hands together, palm to palm, and said, Be pleased now to eat. Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.